Hey you guys, Dagger1557 here, and welcome to a new story. Now before I even get into this story, I want to say thank you for all the support on the last video about on Friday. And I got some advice from people, not to give up, have hope in everything. And I just want to thank my fans for everything that's happened. And I don't want to bring up the topic again because I don't think it's relevant. I think in the next 9 months we won't be where we are right now. So, without further ado, welcome to the next story. So this story revolves around the time I was around 13 or 14, if I am correct. Now, we had a guy that he basically lived on the same street as us. I was in a different neighborhood. And the coolest thing about this dude is basically, if you could imagine an 80s or a 70s, 80s or 90s, I'm not sure about 70s if they were around, but 80s or 90s arcade shop in someone's garage is what this was. And this dude, he had just graduated high school, and all the kids loved this arcade thing. And the reason I loved it is because my first system that I had, game system, was a Nintendo, the original NES. And I loved playing that, but I got an Atari after that too. And what made it so cool is like he had Pac-Man, Galaga, Mrs. Pac-Man, the one that I can't remember the name. It's a little deal of spaceships that float down the screens just row by row. And I can't remember that. And the last one was some racing game. And what was cool about it is he'd let the kids just play it whenever he had his garage open. He'd let kids play it, and we'd bring our quarters over, me and my brother, and our friends, and he'd have about 15-20 kids waiting to play these games. And we had, a lot of kids, a lot of quarters. And, the good thing about it is, like, these quarters, what he'd do is if we ran out of quarters, that he would open up the side. He had the keys and everything, but he would open up the side and get the quarters back out. Now, he had this way, I remember how it is. He had a jar of quarters, and he basically told kids to grab a handful if they didn't have any money that they brought, and that they could play these arcade games as long as they wanted, but there was a shutdown time. He shut down around 7 or 8 o'clock, depending on the day. If it was weekends, it'd be 8. If it was weekdays, it'd be 7. And it was very cool because, I mean, the dude, he wasn't very much older than I am right now, which I'm 17. He was about, I think he said 19 or 20 at the time, and he was like the cool guy on the block because of that reason. Of course, he had the newest PlayStation at the time. He had the newest Call of Duty, whatever else there was, Halo, Battlefield, I guess, but he had that stuff inside his house. And it was very cool because it wasn't just that made it cool. Nowadays, I'm an enthusiast of old cars, classic cars, anything older than 20 years old. And basically, this dude had a 50s model, I believe it was a 50s model Thunderbird, and it was amazing. I mean, it was light blue, which it fit the car. Light blue, it had the white on it, on the top, the roof of the car, it had the white, and it had white stripes and stuff like that, but he had white walls on the tires, and what was cool about it is like he had the tan leathering, which, I mean, it fit the car, but we'd have kids coming over left and right to his house, and it was just amazing that we would get out and about. And apparently behind all of it is there was a arcade shop that had shut down when he was younger, and his dad paid for the arcade machines. Well, his dad never got the time to hook him up or anything, so when he moved out of his dad's house, he brought him over to his house and decided to let kids have fun on these things. And I remember blowing just tons of quarters on these games, and it was just this so mesmerizing to look at this arcade screen and be hunched over and messing with a joystick and these buttons, and it was just really cool. But we later on moved out, and he moved out. Well, we moved into the neighborhood we are now, and miracles of all things, we're driving through the neighborhood beside our neighborhood, and there's the same looking Thunderbird, and I'm like, whoa, that reminds me of when I was a kid. And I realize it's the same dude. He's got the arcade machines in his garage in this new house. Same dude, same arcade machines, all 5. And it's just amazing that, like, he's still willing to let kids come over and play, and now he's got kids of his own, and they're playing these games, and it's just, I love old games too, but just back then, it wasn't like Xbox, YouTube wasn't, not back then, I mean, but how can I explain it? Back when arcade games were around, and I can't be talking for, many people because I'm not old enough, but I know the knowledge of when arcade machines were around, you'd have to get up and go outside to go to the shop to play. Well, that's how it was for us, because he lived 2 houses down from us, and now he lives in the neighborhood beside us, and I know there's a lot of kids that love playing that, and it's just, it blows my mind that all this stuff is just amazing. Kids are still playing these old games, and I have to say, I don't think these, how I explain it is, I don't think that Mario, Link, and some of the older characters are going to go away ever. Nintendo, they're not going to go away. That's how I think of it. Now, since I've told the story, sorry about the messing around with the mic, but I want to again thank you guys for all the support I got on that video. People tried to send it out to Scarce. I guess he didn't see it, but I mean, hey, you guys gave it a shot, and that just shows me how my fans are. And that shows me the support I have. I had comments on there talking about, how people love seeing my videos, and I talked with Brett, Dawson, and some others over my videos and stuff like that, and they love this stuff. But this is into my new thing that I think I can get to help me out. So I'm going to be editing videos in my school schedule, and Wednesday is the last day this week that I have free. Thursday and Friday, school starts. Friday I may or may not upload a video. Wednesday I may or may not upload a video. And from school time, I'm going to spend a week editing a video for Friday, and Monday I'm just going to have these stories for you guys. And I know that people love the stories and everything, and basically this is the title of the story, you can already tell, but I really appreciate it. And with these new videos, before I upload it on Friday, I'm going to have it finished on Thursday. I'm going to show it, I'm going to make 2 variants of it, and I'm going to show it to Brett, Dawson, and these other guys. There's supposed to be 5 of them total that will judge both of these videos and say which one I should have up. And then I'll upload it. And I'm hoping it'll work out, but, it is what it is. You guys let me know what you think of it when it comes out, when the first edited video comes out. But otherwise than that, guys, if you like the video, go ahead and like it. if you didn't, criticize me. Let me know what I can do better. Make sure to share it with your friends, social media. Comment. Like I said, let me know what you thought was good, what you thought was bad, what I could do to make it better. And otherwise than that, you know, I could care less if you like or dislike it. But I would really like feedback. So, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, you guys.